Hey everybody, welcome to Tech Talk. This is Teddy Allen. I'm pinch hitting today for Tommy McClellan, who's out doing athletic director type stuff. And it's a joy for me to get to do this today because we're talking to one of our favorites from the baseball program, and that's Phil Diehl. Phil entertained everybody in the mid last decade, and in 2016 was drafted by the New York Yankees, and he's now a Colorado Rocky, and he is a big league left-hander. Welcome. Say hey to everybody.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Phil is a left-hander, so that's his prime waving hand, and we're proud of him, and we'll get to some of his Love Shack memories in a minute. But first, let's catch up with him. Where'd you go when the season ended, and then where were you during when quarantine time came, and where are you now?
All right. When the season ended last September for us, I went home to Cincinnati, Ohio. Slept for like the first month because I was exhausted, and then began training. And I came down to Arizona, where our spring training is, in January, and have been here ever since.
And you said you were exhausted. Were you tired after a minor league season or after a big league season? Because at least in the big leagues, you don't have to carry your luggage and all that.
Both. It was physically and mentally exhausted just from going from the ups and downs of being traded to living out of a suitcase for the majority of the year because my stuff was all over the country. And then, I mean, those big league innings are pretty stressful.
I suppose we'll get to that. Y'all are supposed to be playing the Phillies tomorrow night in a weekend series in Colorado, but you won't be doing that. So,
exactly.
Yeah, tell me how that's been, just not having the game that you played your little bitty.
It's been weird. So, I mean, baseball has been my life and my dedication since I was about, 8 years old. And growing up, we would sacrifice free time and family vacations and all of that for me to play baseball and chase this dream that I had. So the first part of it was like, dang, baseball's postponed for the time being. This really sucks. Like, what am I going to do? And then I had all this free time, and I was like, I can, be like a normal individual right now. I'm not out the field for 10 hours a day, and, I can go to the pool, stuff like that. And you can create your own schedule, which was nice. But I am over that, and I need baseball back in my life.
Yep. We need y'all back. Workout. You have a buddy, I think, there in Scottsdale you throw with every day?
Yeah. So the majority of the guys on the Rockies, or at least for the first part of quarantine, we stayed here in Scottsdale. And some of us would get together here and there, different parks or parking lots or whatever, and throw and work out and stuff like that.
Okay, Phillip played for 6 different minor league teams, I believe, before he called up to the Rockies.
Maybe more.
Maybe more? Give us 2 or 3 names. Beautiful.
Pulaski, Staten Island.
But what were y'all, the Pulaski Watts?
The Pulaski Yankees.
The Yankees, okay.
The Staten Island Yankees.
Very good.
The Charleston River Dogs.
Now we're getting somewhere.
The Tampa Tarpons. Trenton Thunder. Scranton Rail Riders. And then I was traded to Colorado, and I played for the Hartford Yard Goats and the Albuquerque Isotopes.
Okay, that's 8 teams, I think.
Yeah.
And you
bouncing in the country.
Yep, the Yard Goats. Have you got a T-shirt, yard T-shirt, or any kind of Yard Goat wear?
I don't think so. Not with me.
Okay. Who would?
Sorry.
I think in the minors you pitched 253 innings, if I read this correctly. You had 35 assists and only one error. Do you remember your minor league error?
I believe so. I think it was in Charleston, South Carolina. Swinging bunt from a righty and do or die play, and threw it away, whatever. And
okay,
yeah, I'll live with that.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad. And in the big leagues, I think you pitched in 10 games so far, 7.1 innings, struck out 8, only walked 1. Do you remember who you walked?
Yes, Conforto for the Mets.
Okay. Do you remember you gave up 1 bomb? Do you remember who got you?
Yes. It was Javier Baez. So.
Okay. Did you put a good swing on it, or did you? Kudos.
I threw my pitch in a 1-2 count, slider right off the back foot, and he hit it 115 miles an hour, 460 feet.
Okay. He's trying to.
Right.
They're trying to. They're big league hitters.
Yes.
You
will make your pitch, and they will still hit you.
Big leagues. Okay, your time in Ruston. If we can talk a little bit about, because you love Ruston.
I love Ruston. Yeah.
I visited with you there last spring, and you're charmed to be there. So tell us what you like about Ruston, and give us some Love Shack memories.
I came to Ruston following junior college in 2015, and I signed and committed there because I fell in love with the college town aspect of it. It was in the South because I was tired of playing in the snow and sleet and rain, and just like the community and the coaches and all that. It was very open, and they accepted this weird northerner. So that's why I came to Ruston.
Well, the town and the program and the fans did embrace Phillip Diehl and still do. Can't wait to see you back when the new yard opens, which we'll get to in a little while. Some Love Shack memories.
Yeah.
Hit us with a couple of your favorites.
A couple of my favorites. So I lived in my first year there. I lived in the apartments out by the left center field wall. So I got to see the transformation of the Love Shack into what it was, with all the turf and all the new stuff that the university put into the stadium. So that was really cool. And then, I got hurt my first year, so I really didn't, that kind of stunk. But I mean, from playing ULL at home, beating them, that was getting to watch Tyler Clancy just dominate them. And then, it happened. It was like came up on my Facebook memories. I think it was yesterday that defeated Rice at home, took the throne away from them for the first time in like 50 years or something like that. It seemed like
big deal.
Yeah.
Their coach wouldn't shake anybody's hand after the game.
I think so. Yeah.
He's coming in second.
Yeah. Here it is. But I mean,
well, the program's really been on the rise since y'all kind of started setting the bar back up there. What do you think? You've seen the new building, the renderings and all. So what are your thoughts about that? What do you think's ahead for the program? You know how important, like the ballpark y'all play in is gorgeous. Just look out in the outfield and see the Rocky Mountains, but this makes a difference. So what are your thoughts?
Absolutely. I mean, the renderings are unbelievable. I mean, that's going to be a top 20 baseball facility in the country. And it's with recruiting, it's an arms race. So this will definitely help out the coaches to recruit the top players that want to come to Ruston,
Yeah.
Because I mean, that was definitely part of my factor on where I wanted to play college baseball at. I wanted nice facilities. I wanted nice gear, and I wanted, I wanted to play in front of an electric crowd, and that's the Love Shack brought, and that's what the new stadium's going to bring.
It's quite the palace. They poured some concrete the other day, so we're fixing to start.
Oh yeah, and following it on Twitter and stuff like that.
Got it, baby.
Pictures, those are awesome.
Nothing like the choo-choo train going by and the little love bug sitting in the outfield, and happy times will be around the corner. Speaking of happy stuff, I'd be neglected if I didn't ask you about your mother, because I know how you feel about your mother.
Love Mom.
Yeah, you do. And for Mom's Day.
What I do for Mother's Day? I had some flowers delivered to the house. I couldn't make her breakfast in bed, or couldn't have my sister, take her out because of what's going on. But yeah, she appreciated them, and a phone call, and hopefully I'll see her soon.
That'll boy. In the ballpark.
Yes.
I colored my mother a picture to put on her refrigerator. I'm going to remember the roses thing for next year.
I don't think they were roses.
If you can, I could color roses on her. Icebox. I don't have a big league brain like you do. Hey, if you can quickly tell us a story about you getting called up to the bigs and telling your mother that phone conversation.
Okay. So
surely you never get tired of telling that.
No, it's a crazy story. So rewind. I am in Portland, Maine, playing the AA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox. This is, I think, late March, and so I think 2 games were suspended because of snow or sleet or whatever. So it's absolutely freezing, and I'm in the bullpen the entire time, just huddling up with my teammates. And they had like this really nice like space heater or whatever, and call came in saying, "Diehl, you've got the 8." I'm freezing. I've been trying to move around here and there, but I put my one of my spikes a little bit too close to the heater, and it burnt my shoe. Okay. Fast forward, we are now in Des Moines, Iowa, playing the AAA affiliate of the Chicago Cubs. I think it's a Sunday, and we're having like a little day game, but we've got one more game on Monday before we leave town.
And you still got the bad cleat? You still have the
bad cleats, I had a 0 ERA with those cleats. We're still wearing those cleats.
Oh, good.
And I get called in the office, and I'm not on the roster or anything like that, so I'm not expecting anything. And they sit me down, and they say, "Oh, how's it going? Blah blah blah. Way to throw last night or whatever." And then they start making fun of my cleats. I'm like, "Hey man, like they're working, And they drop the, "Well, you're gonna need new cleats because you're pitching in Coors Field tomorrow night."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Come again? Can you please repeat that?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're being called up to the big leagues. Congratulations, all of that." And
that Coors Field, right?
Yeah, that one. And I'm starting to tear up and all that. And most of the team is already out on the line stretching, getting ready for the game. So I did not get to see any of like my teammates right away. So I go outside of the locker room, and I'm calling my mom. And I think it was like 10 missed phone calls. And I was like, "Mom, answer your freaking phone." Like, I'm texting her this. It's like, "Sorry, I'm with the client." Like, "Are you hurt?" And I was like, "Answer your phone." So I called her. She was like, are you okay? Or what is it? I said, "Mom, we're going to the big leagues." And so that was waterfalls. So that was pretty special.
No kidding. And your mother's in what line of work?
She is a chef.
Yes. I didn't realize she was a professional chef. I just thought she could cook really good. She's a pro chef.
Yes.
Man, if you could have just been quarantined with her, if she could catch a 90-mile-an-hour pitch, you'd been set. You'd also probably weigh 150 more.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you up to now? Are you still?
Chick-fil-A does the works.
You're 6'2" and weigh how much?
I weigh about 180 pounds.
Would we call you wiry?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. How is it? Are the rule changes going to be different when baseball starts back up concerning how many guys you have to face when you go in, or is that next year?
That was going to be this year. So we were going to experiment with that and just like have like the managers, learn the new rules because they haven't been managing that was like the final 2 weeks of spring training. And then COVID happened. So,
Wow.
But those rules will be in place whenever the season begins.
Okay, and the rule concerning you is you have to go in and face at least 3 guys out of inning.
You have to either finish the inning or face a minimum of 3 hitters.
Okay.
So let's say that we're facing, I don't know, let's say we're facing the Dodgers, and they bring me in to face Cody Bellinger, lefty, Max Muncy, lefty, and then the next hitter, let's say, is Mookie Betts, who's a right-handed hitter. They can't pull me. They have to let me face him or, intentional walk him or something. So it'll be different.
And if you just come in to get the last out against the left-handed hitter in the 8th,
yeah,
trot back out there, you can be done.
Correct. That's when you can bring in like the closer or whatever, and he can finish the job.
How do you feel about that rule?
I think it was. I
guess you'll love it.
My initial reaction was like, "Dang it, there goes my career." But like just looking at the numbers and stuff like that, like it rarely happens just in games and stuff like that to where, it only happens, 2 times a season, something like that happens. And then it was, put in place to try and speed up the game because those pitching changes sometimes can feel like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then from like a performance standpoint, I tend to get out righties at the same clip as I get out lefties. So, yeah, my stuff plays both sides of the plate.
Yeah, and plus if you get the 2 lefties out and then get Betts, it's a great rule. If Betts doubles off the wall, the rule sucks. It's terrible.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the way you got to look at that. Well, before we let you get out of here, what do you hear about your sport? Are you in the know more than any of the rest of us, or you just in limbo like everybody?
I might know a little bit more, but nothing much. I know we get like a daily brief from the Players Union about the conversations going on, but we're hearing that we're trying to work towards an agreement. Safety first, all of that. But I don't know. I personally just want to start playing baseball.
I do.
But then it's also a lot easier for me being just a single 25-year-old. They can tell me to go, to Denver tomorrow and I can be there. Yeah. Whereas, the majority of the league has families and significant others and, they can't just drop the fly of a hat and go somewhere.
And you can. You'll be 26 in July?
Correct.
Happy birthday if we don't talk to you before then. I hope you do. And I hope we see you at a ball yard somewhere. Is there anything else you say to the Tech crew before we let you go? It's a great looking polo you got on, by the way.
Thank you. Courtesy of Cam Link.
Okay, another good man.
Yes.
Or moundsman.
Yes. This time sucks. I feel absolutely terrible for especially the spring sport athletes that, had their seasons and potentially college careers cut short. I mean, hopefully we'll be back next year, but I mean, you just try and stay as positive as you can, and try and stay off your phones and read all that negative stuff on there. But
Oh, good.
I mean, we'll bounce back, and I mean, we'll have unbelievable facilities to watch and play our sports in next spring.
Can't wait to see one of those. And you'd have been happy with the way the Bulldogs opened the season this year down in South Louisiana. They beat ULL and they beat Southeastern. I think they were both one-run games, 2-1, 1-0. You're kind of scrapped.
Yeah. They kicked their butts on Sundays. On Sunday, I believe.
Yeah. Have you seen the Columbia blue uniforms yet?
I have not in person, but I have seen the statistics that they put up in those baby blue uniforms. You know.
Yeah.
Those are so nice.
They're a killer.
Yeah. We were begging for them when I was there, and they're like, nah.
Finally got it done. Matt Miller, your old buddy.
Absolutely, yeah.
Designer Matt Miller, and they're killer. Man, have a great summer. If we can do anything for you, give us a holler. Okay.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you at the ballpark, Phil. See you,
All
everybody.
Right.